I can't stop making this face. Denzel Curry is one of the most consistent rappers in the game right now. He's never really released an album that truly wowed me or has like really left an impact, but he's never like really made a bad project and has never maybe even released a bad song. His best efforts were probably Taboo and Melt My Eyes, See My Future. I like both of them a lot, but they didn't really hit like a big high for me. He comes to us now with a new mixtape called King of the Mischievous South Volume 2, followed to a much lesser known mixtape Volume 1 released in I think 2012. Curry's fan base seems to be dominated by like white dudes on the internet who like religiously browse our hip hop heads, and like my hunch is that they make up like a larger portion of people that continue to severely underrate the art of like the banger. Not everything needs to be some lyrical miracle spiritual rap, and like people doubly hate it when someone who's kind of like known for being a lyricist decides to release like a set of bangers. And I need people to remember that this is a mixtape, right? And historically, they're more than just collections of songs that slap. In the mid 2010s, I guess due to like mixtapes sort of becoming more high concept with things like acid rap, basically becoming full albums themselves, we kind of lost the plot on what a good mixtape is. And King of the Mischievous South is more than just a good mixtape. It's a great one. This tape is banger after banger after banger, and it runs tight at only 34 minutes. And like none of these songs are dealing with high concepts, and there isn't much on display here in terms of lyricism. The lyricism is not bad by any means, but it's not really grasping at anything bigger than what it's talking about. It's a lot of like braggadocious shit, like, you know, I'm allergic to being broke, my superpower is being rich, like just basic stuff like that. But every single song is artfully crafted to give the most entertaining and enjoyable listening experience. The production is gritty, grimy, and like downright sinister at times. The opener, Ultra Shit, is one of my favorite beats of the year. I love Curry's like spacey, almost like lo-fi vocals on this. Every line delivered on this tape hits like bullets. The energy remains high throughout without ever getting repetitive or boring. It's chock full of features, like again, keeps the pace varied, kind of unique throughout, despite the fact some of the features are a bit hit or miss. Particularly Maxo Cream, Armani White, and 2 Chainz were a little bit disappointing for me. Again, I cannot overstate though how insane the production is sometimes without being overbearing, which is actually kind of like a hard and delicate balance to strike. I can't listen to SKED and Hit the Floor without permanently staying facing. When Curry's on the hook, he's like, hit the flow. Like that is just, it's just constantly in the back. It hits. I love it. I love hearing it. The album, however, is sort of dragged down a bit by the fact that there are 5 interludes, which just like completely kills the pace for me. It's completely unnecessary for a mixtape this short. Like I'm lukewarm on skits in general, so I was pretty disappointed to see 5 on this mixtape. But you just do not need that many interludes, intros, and outros on a mixtape. I don't even really think they add anything artistically to the mixtape themselves. And in addition, like while the album hits and Curry himself doesn't have like a weak moment really, he does take a bit of a backseat, you know, sometimes acting more like a curator and hook maker rather than this actually being his mixtape. In addition, like it's held back a bit by sticking to sort of one distinct sound the whole time. Cole Pimp is pretty much the only vibe switch up on the whole tape. I think there could have been more creative risks even within the context of like a mixtape of bangers. All that being said though, I will never complain about a 34-minute tape of like whip bumping greatness. This thing absolutely slaps. You can add a lot of these songs to playlists. Like all the songs are really cool and unique in a lot of ways. I like Hot Ones, Black Flag, Freestyle. Really, they're the only song I think that I didn't really feel anything for was Wishlist, but even that is kind of growing on me now. All in all, man, dude, King of the Mischievous South Volume 2 is like a solid 8 out of 10 for me. Yeah, Denzel Curry, King of the Mischievous South Volume 2.